Esperanza pense? Donde la Esperanza pense? Welcome to Esperanza pense, where hope wins, where we always believe. I actually found this cute painted rock when I was walking around my hometown, Delavan, Wisconsin. That was a few years ago, but I still have the rock. Today we're gonna play with apparently this wasp that's like buzzing around me, the Tarot de Maria Celia, and if I don't get too excited about what I'm talking about, I'll remember to pull a dumpster fire oracle at the end for extra flavor. Then stay tuned because we will talk about the astrology of today at the end of this video. And if you'd like to book your own personal reading, be sure to hit the links below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let your friends and family know that we meet here every day in the early hours to fine-tune our free will and intuition together. All right. I haven't gotten a jumper yet, so until I did, let's see what it is. Because I'm that kind of reader. I take a good jumper. You know I do. King of Cups. Wonderful energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Somebody that's very much in tune with and in control of their emotions. A masculine figure who happens to be emotionally available. A good husband, a good partner. Somebody that's stable emotionally. Somebody that we can depend on. Somebody that we can go to for emotional advice. Somebody who understands when we, need a shoulder to cry on. Not in so much a coddling Queen of Cups kind of way, but King of Cups is stable emotionally, just like the King of Pentacles is stable financially. Like this is somebody that we can rely on, rain or shine. So that's going to flavor our reading today. King of Cups, we can pray and then we'll play, okay? Love you. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me for this Monday, 18th of May, 2026. Your past, present tense, near future. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say today. In the near past, we're working with Hermit energy, and present tense, we're working with Eight of Pentacles reversed energy, and in the near future, the Devil. Holy moly, two major arcana cards we pulled today. One is energy of being on a solo trip, being on a solo journey, spending a lot of time by yourself, gaining your wisdom on a solitary path. Eight of Pentacles reversed is changes on the work front, changes on the way that you show up daily to the things that you become apprenticed to. What are you learning? How are you earning? Where are you going every single day to clock in and clock out? These are the changes that are afoot today, or these are the reconsiderations that we may be making. Maybe we're making a change in our schedule. Maybe we're making a change in our finances. Maybe we're shifting our views between the second and the eighth house in tarot, in astrology. And if you would like to know what the second and eighth house represent in your astrological chart, either book a personal reading with me or check out this little video. I'll put like a little link so you can check out this little video to get kind of an overview of what the houses in astrology mean when I read your chart. And the Devil in the near future, this is struggling with the chains that bind, struggling with addiction, struggling with boundaries, struggling with the dark and light forces within us. I think that the Devil is the inverse of the Lover's card. The opposite of love is addiction. The opposite of true love and true allowance, when you're really full of love and when you are love, you let God work through you. I was just talking to this really nice young man yesterday. Hi there. Hi, if you're here watching the video, I really appreciate it. Love you. You know I do. But yeah, he is my friend's brother's friend. And we've known each other for some years now. And he was saying yesterday at this retirement party that we were at together, he was talking about he's really looking for a partner, a woman who is in a very deep spiritual relationship with God. He used the word Jesus. And then we suggested that he should go to church. And he was like, well, I'm not like a church guy. And we're like, well, dude, you're saying you want a woman who's in love with Jesus. You kind of got to go where you can find her. You're not going to find her here, at the bar with us, but whatever. That's another story for another day. And lest I call anybody out, I won't say your name, but you know who you are. But anyway, the devil is in the details. The devil card is like us doing the same old things over and over and over and expecting a different result. The devil in the near future could also be from the outside perspective, from the outside world, because when we pull major arcana cards in our personal quick hit tarot readings for the day, like a lot of times that energy is external. That energy is expressed like out in the world. So this could be, you know, kind of demonic forces making themselves known, making themselves seen. Okay, if you think you're going to enter a space or an area where you think that might be a foot, or you think that there's extra potential for that energy to shine through and to try to jump you, like when you're going through the hood, you're on high alert, right? There's always a chance that you're going to get jumped. Well, that happens in the spiritual world, and that happens as we're just walking around in our daily freaking lives just trying to be humans. So keep it in mind, you know. If you have a little devil in you, like everybody does, you know, just try to keep that to a minimum. And think about some changes about how you go about your day to day. And maybe that could help. And we can always rely on and count on this King of Cups to like provide that emotional stability in any situation that we find ourselves in. Let's do a dumpster fire oracle and see what this has to say for today. Oh my gosh, people had so much fun with this deck yesterday. I gave so many effing readings with this deck yesterday. Jimmy Church, you have brought a lot of joy to a lot of people, and even like on a personal level in my life, and I really, really, really appreciate that from you. Thank you so much for giving me this gift. I mean, this is a gift that keeps on giving, let me tell you. And people were just, oh gosh, I almost missed one. I almost had one stuck in the box. Don't want to leave that. Well, I guess this is going to be our card. This was stuck in the box. New toothbrush, fresh beginnings. We just had that new moon in Taurus, so we're all off for some fresh and new beginnings. Oh, how cute. What does this say? Fresh beginnings. You deserve a minty fresh path. Get ready for rapid progress and a squeaky clean start. Holy moly. You know what was funny? I was thinking about replacing my toothbrush this morning. But instead of doing that, I just poured hydrogen peroxide on it and hoped for the best. But yes, I need a new toothbrush, do you? Also, this is crazy because that card was stuck in here, and it happened to be the card that like really relates to the energy that we're going through right now. If you want to learn more about that new moon, click on this video right here. I did a 10-card Celtic cross, of course, as I tend to do around here. And I also got really deep into the astrology on a live stream a couple days ago. So if you want to watch the replay, go ahead and stay tuned here. We'll talk about the astrology for today. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye. Okay, so today we have a special treat because Flawless has decided to join our chart today. I don't know, I must have just had fat fingers and accidentally clicked on that while I was formulating this chart over there at AstroDance, but when I looked at the chart and that was included, I was like, well, maybe I should learn about Flawless and who is this and where'd they come from and what's the meaning behind that? Because, hey, I'm never opposed to like trying new spices and flavors in my cooking. So check that out and we'll talk. Okay, so let's make note of the fact that Flawless happens to have an orbit that goes somewhere between Saturn and Neptune, and we see the square aspect that it's working with Saturn today. So, you know, our ability to remain stable, our ability to remain within our foundations is probably being disrupted, seeing that Flawless is in Saturn's area of comfort and the discomfort of the disillusionment of breaking up former structures that we relied upon could really shake up our reality today or this week, especially with obviously Mercury and Uranus just making that conjunction yesterday. Let's say that the sun is void of course in Gemini pretty much all day. Void of course moon until around 8 p.m., 7:46 p.m. or so Central Standard Time. So no big contracts, no getting married, no big shifts and changes that we have to sign the dotted line if we can avoid it. Of course, life is lifing, no big deal. Like, you're gonna do what you have to do. I would like to point out, though, that this afternoon we're going to have a lot of shifts and changes in this energy. Once again, we have Mars moving into Taurus right around 4:30 in the afternoon Central Standard Time, and then after that, very shortly after that, like half an hour after that, we have Venus moving into the sign of Cancer. So Venus has already softened this Gemini area for us, which Uranus, as I keep saying, is holding open these revolving doors, or like greeting everybody at the revolving door to come through this Gemini energy and change their mind about things, change their thoughts about things, and be open to receiving new information. Luckily, Venus already came through. She brought flowers, she burned the incense, you know, she made it like a happy space mentally, a beautiful space mentally for us to reside in as all this new energy starts coming in and freaking people out. We still have that Mars Chiron aspect, and it's also making a sextile aspect to Venus, softening any type of healing that we have to do around divine masculinity. And I see two soft grand minor trines, but they're there, both involving Pluto. I have a Pluto Pallas, and loosely, but it's there, I'm gonna say Mercury and Uranus forming a grand minor trine, everything pointing towards Neptune and Pallas Athena, protection, divine feminine protection, keeping those dreams alive with the Neptune, always believing. Then we have everything pointing at Pluto over here between the Pallas Athena, the Pluto, and the Black Moon Lilith. So now with that trine between Pallas and Black Moon Lilith, we're getting that divine feminine protection as the divine masculine gets a chance to heal, even if we're dealing with some surprising situations that thrust us forward, ready or not. Love you, bye.